practice. I don't go to court. I don't represent clients. I don't want to. I'm a broadcast personality, but I maintain my license because I worked for it. I worked hard to get that license. That's why I preserve it. That's it. That's the sole reason. I don't need it to do YouTube. I don't need it to do Odyssey. I could put my license in inactive status right now. Say, when I decide to come back to practicing law, I'll reactivate my license. But right now, I really like broadcasting. No, I maintain an active status because I fucking worked for it. I sacrificed time with my family. I sacrificed time with my leisure. I sacrificed time with my hobbies. I sacrificed employment. I did everything to get this license. You want to take it away from me because you lied about what I said about Keffels? You want to take it away? Okay. That's mine. I don't care if I don't play with my toy anymore. You want to take it from me? You better meet a... Because you try to take my shit, I will fuck you up. Forever. It's mine. I earned it. I worked for it. I got it. You didn't do shit. You want to employ the Professional Responsibility Office against me? I will sue them into the fucking ground if I have to.
Much like a lot of the things Nick says, this didn't last long. It appears everybody's favorite Minnesota lawyer, internet lawyer, whatever you want to call him, isn't just a non-practicing lawyer anymore. He's actually no longer a lawyer, which that's just lovely. The reason for this is due to non-compliance of payment fees. His authorization to practice law in Minnesota has been revoked. And this is kind of funny, seeing as how you've seen Nick over the past few weeks, hell, even maybe month, going around to different men's stream chats and paying them money to try to insult them. Some of these insults range from unfunny jokes like his 100th sandwich joke about Sean, to just straight up being bitter and calling lawtubers snakes. People that I used to call friends, by the way. And regardless of what you think, it's Nick saying it, so pot meet kettle.
No, man, I'm just getting up in your wife's puss, Rekieta, boss, man. Why don't you bring me the lube you watch from the corner? And then afterwards, it be your turn, Rekieta. Yeah, man, it be hedonism. It be hedonism my way, man. Yeah, we gotta get the other bosses up in here, and we gonna spit roast the Kayla. Our wife is really our wife, yeah, man. Rastafari. Okay.
But I think like the big picture here is that it doesn't look like Nick has a professional income. He doesn't have it anymore. It looks like he just relies on the locals, pay pigs, whatever are left, and the trust fund left by his forebears. That's, you know, everybody kind of knew that. I'm just gonna repeat it. The trust fund, right? Nick actually had competent people in his family, unlike him. You know, he has to, speculation rather, says that he needs to unload his second home and sell it to pay for the substances and anything else he does. I mean, dude, it's tough. It's tough, but just like many people say, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. And it really is like Nick just super chatting to talk shit. He couldn't even afford $300 for Montagraph, and he couldn't even afford $300 for this fee. It just doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure he's gone way over $300 in super chats to random people that hate him, just for them to acknowledge him, and then just felt him.
Is the real Nick. This is great. Welcome to the show, Nick. Unlike Melton, I'm not going to suck up to you or kiss your ass. I think you're a fucking loser. You're a fucking horrible deadbeat dad who ruined a marriage, and I hope you get a felony charge. I hope you lose your license. You're a scumbag and a creep. Melton doesn't have the balls to say that to you. I do. You're a fucking loser. You have 5 fucking kids. They found cocaine in their hair. And you're a piece of shit. You're online all day watching YouTube videos. You're a loser. And the fact that you just fucking made this chick a coke addict, a cokehead, and don't say you didn't. You're a cokehead. You're a fucking loser cokehead.
Like every time Nick Rekieta does a super chat, unless it's to child enthusiast Patrick Melton, the people receiving the super chat will oftentimes felt him. So Nick pays money to get felted, which adds to my speculation that Nick might be a glutton for punishment. But this isn't the only thing that's happened. At the time of recording this video, I'm sure more stuff will happen, but luckily, the friends at Breaking Baldo News have you covered with a nice comprehensive summary of what happened last week. And if you guys really want more entertainment out of it, check out the last 2 live streams I did where we went over all the shit show for a good amount of 3 hours or so. It's a fun time, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But now, Breaking Baldo News, the weekly roundup. What a week! Our editors here at Breaking Baldo News have been working overtime. The Baldo bunker has been a hurricane of action, drama, and scandal. Here's what went down. Most recently, Kiwifarms users revealed that RekietaLaw is, well, no longer a lawyer. Non-payment of bar association fees has cost him his Minnesota license. I thought you were so proud of it, Nick. Then there's LawTubeGate, exposing unpaid co-hosts who were promised a payday while Nick raked in over $232,000 during the Depp trial. While they never saw a penny, Nick self-admits he would be a crying drunk trying to manage coverage by himself, but he blasts his former co-hosts on Twitter as vindictive and that he paid them in influence. Who are you, Nick? A teen TikToker in a Californian coffee shop? Probably in his mind. The secrets kept pouring out when Legal Mindset exposed Nick's late-night chats with married women. Whoa, buddy, you getting your tipster on there? The secrets kept spilling as Callie the Vampire shared the DMs of RekietaLaw trying to pay for discreet medical treatment after a dancer mysteriously fell pregnant at the Hedonism 2 resort during his stay. Both April Anderson and Kayla Rekieta had big court dates with charges flying high for drugs, firearms, and child neglect. TV's Will Heron won Scoop of the Week with the lovely reporter Concerned Citizen K inside the courthouse. She described the relationship between Nick and his wife as cold, awkward, and that his aura was dark. And for the cherry on top, Nick declared himself a flagger, cry-bully issuing threats to clip channels like elissaclips for sharing his most iconic moments. I guess he just doesn't like highlights as much as his audience does. We return to a calm, low level of court activity for now. We're waiting for the inevitable denied for his petition for an interlocutory appeal in his denied motion to dismiss. We also have 25 days until Nick's plea hearing. Will he continue to insist on his innocence, or will he accept his fate? Find out on Breaking Baldo News. And that was your roundup for last week. As you can see, a lot of shit went down, which is why we needed 2 streams for this. But luckily for you, if streams aren't your thing, last week I made 4 compressed video detailing everything that went down. You can also check those on the RekietaLaw playlist. Just go to most recent and you should be able to find it. Or go to recent uploads and you should be able to find it there too. My job is to have a little bit of an archive of everything that's gone down with our good favorite law pope. To make it easier for people to understand, those of you that are hardworking Americans and don't have time to see this fucking trash fire, but you still want to see how somebody that had it all just ruined their fucking life because of drugs, firearms, and a midlife crisis, well, it's all there for you, and I'm happy to be of service. It's also hilarious that even after this horrible fucking week, Nick hasn't been able to pull himself out of the gutter. Instead, he's still stalking his old LawTube friends, passive-aggressively, mind you. He's also seemingly throwing shade at the ex-mod that exposed his DMs. It seems like they are still a moderator for the quartering, so he's going ahead and he's snitching on them to the quartering. I don't know, just some really passive-aggressive stupid shit. And once again, I state this over and over and over again, the lack of self-awareness and the projection that comes out of this guy. For example, consistently keeping an eye on Sean, a potentially criminal, LawTube Sean, quote tweeting him, stalking him everywhere he goes and every reply. I don't know, man. Going to Aaron Emholt's chat, talking about the times that he misses with Aaron. I don't know. I think I just Nick calling someone else a jilted lover, a jilted woman is just kind of like, really? Really? You can't, okay, alright. But anyway, that's all for this roundup. I hope it helped in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, just remember, this guy had it all and he threw it down the toilet. But I'll keep you updated on anything else that happens. And of course, we'll be having our lovely Friday show this Friday, 8:15 Central, 9:15 Eastern. And we don't care about those West Coastians. There you go. Messed that up. Whatever. Don't care. Not editing this out. But anyway, guys, appreciate ya for all the support. Leave a like, favorite, share, whatever YouTube makes you do nowadays. Become part of the Senny Squad. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, and remember, don't be a rackets.